Bonjour, my name is Jean-François. I was born in Paris. Just kidding, my name is Brett. I was born in California, but everyone has to be born somewhere and no one does it on purpose. Paris is my town. Like a lot of people, over the last 2,500 years, I've chosen this city as my home, but as an American, I think Ernest Hemingway said it best. Paris is a movable feast, and if you're lucky enough to visit once, you carry it with you for the rest of your life. Today, I'm going to introduce you guys to one of the most amazing tourist attractions in France, certainly the city and perhaps the world, the Basilica of the Sacred Heart of Paris, or as it's known here, the Basilique du Sacré-Cœur. Check it out. The Sacré-Cœur is located in the heart of Montmartre at the top of these stairs, but be careful, there's 270 of them. Entire songs have been written about these stairs, love songs, romantic songs, beautiful songs, but let's face it, sometimes love hurts. If you're not feeling it, you can use the vernacular. It's just over there. It'll cost you about the price of a metro ticket. Otherwise, the stairs are free, and so is the church. Allez. The Sacré-Cœur is built on the top of the highest hill in the city, and it reaches 213 meters above sea level. But it is only the second highest point in the city. Can you guess the first? Good guess. But come on. This is Paris. We're not in Kansas anymore. Since the Tour Montparnasse is 210 meters above sea level and the Eiffel Tower is 325, that leaves Sacré-Cœur in second place, but really who's counting? I mean, if we were looking for tall buildings, we'd be in the middle of a desert staring up at the Burj. No, Paris is not in the skyscraper game. Paris is in the beauty business. Let's move on. If it hadn't already occurred to you, Sacré-Cœur means Sacred Heart in French, and it's a direct reference to Jesus Christ and his divine love for all of humanity. Now, whatever you feel about Jesus, I'm sure we can all agree, he certainly would have enjoyed the view. The same architect who was responsible for the rehabilitation of Notre Dame after the Revolution was the same man who was responsible for this beauty behind me. His name was Paul Abadie, and in 1875 he won the competition held by the city of Paris to find the right man for the job. He took the gig and he planted the seeds, knowing full well he would never see the fruits. He died 40 years before construction was complete in 1914, which when you think about it, in terms of all the other churches in this town, it's like yesterday. A new church for an old town, but just as beautiful and equally profound, with all the bells and whistles. And speaking of bells, inside that bell tower is the largest bell in France. The largest bell in France, at the second highest point in Paris. Legend has it that the authorities talked to Mr. Eiffel in 1889 and said, hey, can we hang the bell up there? And he said, no, I got other plans, namely my own private apartment. And in fact, it's true. I mean, it's not available on Airbnb anymore, I check every week, but it's there. And it's supposed to be awesome. But that's another video for another day. Let's move on. One of the first things you'll notice when you enter the Sacré-Cœur is the immense mosaic that decorates the ceiling above the altar. It's impressive, to say the least. I know I was amazed the first time I saw it. How many people were hired to create this? How much were they paid? What did they eat for lunch? And what is the secret to durable pigments? Questions. So, you finally made it to Paris, and you're wondering, do I really want to go to the Sacré-Cœur? Do I really want to take those stairs? Well, the answer is yes, because one of the coolest things about the church is its incomparable view of the left bank and all of the surrounding buildings. Check it out. Another fun fact, if you want, you can spend the night at the Sacré-Cœur. And if you bring your own sleeping bag and you're cool with nuns waking you up in the middle of the night to pray, it'll only cost you €4. It's true. It's called Perpetual adoration, and they've been practicing it here since the beginning of the church. A continual relay of prayer. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to be perpetually adored, I imagine. I mean, I don't imagine it. It's just a figure of speech. You made it. You've climbed the 270 stairs in Montmartre to marvel in front of Sacré-Cœur de Paris. Time for some refreshment. But where to go? I mean, there's a McDonald's right down the street, of course. But when in Rome, do as the Parisians. Papa Hemingway loved a burger as much as the next guy, but I'll tell you this, his movable feast did not include a Big Mac and a Coca-Cola. No, mes amis, no. Cold oysters fresh from the sea. Warm leeks bathed in a cool vinaigrette. Rotisserie chicken and a crisp white wine. And because we only live once, we're going to order the profiteroles. Oui, monsieur, je vais prendre un verre de Bordeaux, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Wow, that was an amazing afternoon. Thanks so much for coming along with us, and we hope to have inspired you to visit Paris on your own someday to see the Sacré-Cœur. Until then, take care. We'll see you soon. Paris will be waiting. Tell him Jean-François sent you. À très bientôt. Au revoir.